Boys and girls, welcome to my channel. I'm ForClassic and welcome to BenchART. So for today we have here, it is Wolcen, Words of the Fallen. This game have been in early access for a long time. It is developed by the Wolcen Studios. Well, probably these guys only want to make this game on the future, I don't know. And this is using CryEngine, so this is something that we don't see every day, a game using CryEngine, especially coming out outside from Crytek, I mean. And I'm not really sure if they are using CryEngine 3 or CryEngine 5. CryEngine 5.8 is the latest one, because it isn't too much clear the information about it, but it is clearly using CryEngine. And this is some sort of a Diablo game, or more like Diablo and Torchlight, and let's take a look into the settings. So for me, the best settings for playing this game, in my opinion, it is to play with the high settings instead of going with the maximum settings, which is very high. This is the requirements for the game, alright? The recommended, they ask for an AMD FX CPU or an i7, 16 gigs of RAM, and a GTX 1060. The GTX 1650 Super that we are using in here, it is slightly better than the 1060, so we are playing with the high settings, so I think it is pretty good. So first of all, I decided to try the game with 1080p. And with maximum settings, I got an average above 60 frames per second, but with the 1% low of 53. With the high settings, the settings that I'm currently using on this video, I got an average of 72 with the 1% low of 57. And the median settings, it was the only setting that I had that didn't drop from 60 frames per second. Next, I decided to try with 1440p with median settings, and by using these selectable settings, I got an average of 45 frames per second with a 1% low of 36. So wrapping all these results, basically the only one providing an experience above 60 is 1080p at median settings. In my opinion, it looks pretty good. I barely noticed a difference outside from textures. I mean, the effects and the reflections and the lighting quality look the same to me, in my opinion, between medium, high and very high. The only difference I noticed, it was the texture quality of the assets, but obviously you can customize to anything that you want. But for me, the high settings, it was really good because the game, it was above 60 frames per second pretty much all the time. It was just a cutscene where it did drop from those 60 frames per second. A cutscene with a ton of effects going on. So I don't think it is important. I really think that the high settings should be the setting to use in this game. You can even use maximum settings, but even during gameplay, you might find moments where the game drops from those 60 frames per second. But with the high settings, the settings that I'm using in here, during the gameplay throughout the game, I haven't noticed any drop from 60 frames per second. It was only really on a cutscene, alright? So that's pretty much that. As for the game itself, this game, visually, it is amazing. I mean, I'm not really a fan of Diablo games and Torchlight, and especially I'm not really adept to see so good visuals in a game like this, and it is actually a very good usage of CryEngine, and it seems that it runs really well. Although the game, despite it was very promising during the early access, and you can see on Steam reviews that a lot of people were impressed with the game at the time, it seems that the release of this game was a little bit disappointing for a lot of users, since it seems that they really dampened down the game. It seems that the game, the things that made this game special were simply removed, and right now Wolcen, Lords of the Mayhem, looks a little bit more of a mainstream Diablo or a mainstream Torchlight game. It doesn't offer all the things that were different from Diablo or from Torchlight, and that's where, you know, the bad things come from, the bad reviews, because not all the people are satisfied with what the game became. If you like Diablo or Torchlight, I'm pretty sure you are going to enjoy this game. But for now, there is another issue, or let's just say a lot of issues going on. It seems that the game, it is currently having a ton of bugs. A lot of them are completely game breaking, like losing inventory or losing saves or losing stuff from, you know, from just storage in the game. So there are a lot of bugs that might be, you know, game breaking entirely. And all the people are really pissed off with that, and that's why the reviews for this game are a little bit mixed. The only good thing about this game is that you can actually get the game very cheap. The launch price for this game costs only 30 euros. I think it's a really good price if you ask me. But obviously you can always find cheaper value on my links on the description. So if you want to buy Wolcen, for example, if you go to Is There Any Deal website, you will find the prices where you can get the game cheaper, and always official versions, not like G2A or Kingwin, where you can get a stolen version of the game. Alright guys, so that's all that I want to talk about Wolcen. Hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.
A winged sphere. They do come in every shape, don't they?
Mutations.
No matter, they die all the same.
Damn right. This place reeks of death.
These people are getting torn apart. I don't get it. Sphere aren't normally this bold, not without good reason.
That soul demon first, now this. There's something wrong around here. Something very wrong.
We shouldn't be too far from the city-state of Stormfall. That should at least be a safe place.
We must pull back! We're too exposed!
If we do, the civilians will get slaughtered.
Better them than us! Let us in!
We beg you! Mercy!
Murderers! Back away! Back away!
I know that face. You've got a plan.
You so...
Why don't you let people in?
For there.
Look, that... Stormfall. Jewel of the sea. Let's see what you've got for me.
Ah, new blood. Get to Mahavi's shop.
Die. I am not a hero, you hear?
It's either that or we throw you back out.
I'll have to fight for Stormfall if I'm to stay within the city walls.
Conscript, report to Thunderblade Farad at the battlefront.
It's not happening.
And you are all that stands between the Greens and your families. So stop sobbing and get ready for hacking. Make every blow count.
But we're not even trained. How are we supposed to kill them?
You use the sharp edge. Oh, civilians. Another new conscript, huh? You look different from the other.
I've been on battlefields before.
A soldier, huh?
I'm listening.
The Svrarbatis, the storm be with you.
Hey, Ben. You believe in those rumors?
Be vigilant! Hold position!
These guys are as scared as we are! We won't see the sunrise tomorrow!
Oi! Come back here! You're gonna get yourself killed!
That must be Sandal's barricade.
Please don't tell me you,
Maybe he isn't.
What?
You want to
Come on, men! Let's earn our keep! Time to show those greens the color of the storm! Warm her up! I want to hear her sing! Now!
Squad 2, to the west! Squad 3, in position!
Here they come! Knock! Draw! Loose! It's not enough! Unleash the storm now! To hell with it! Fire at will! Give them everything you've got! Stand as one for Stormfall! Tunnelers! Protect the cannon! To the north! Push them back into the ground! Squad 1, take the south! Squad 2 to the west! Show them the might of the storm! We'll live through this! Spitters! Take cover! Stand your ground! Don't let them get to the cannon!
I need a breather. Gotta catch my breath.
Come on, you big fat green!